All right, everybody, today we are taking a look at this guitar. It's a Carvin. It's a Carvin DC127. Now the best dating system they had was really not much. So due to the fact that trying to figure out exactly what year your guitar comes from, it's fucking damn near impossible, right? Now, there is a chart on the Carvin Kiesel site that kind of lets you know when certain things were happening, when certain things were not happening, as far as construction, hardware, things like that, types of woods, finish options. So this one, based off the information provided, based off the wacky ass truss rod that's inside of here, this is probably a 92 to say 95. It's like the weirdest truss rod I've ever seen inside. It's a dual action. I'll put a picture on screen so you can see it. It's one of the things that suck about this guitar. Those are supposed to be super easy to snap, but I've never used one, so I cannot tell you that for sure. Now, what else sucks about this guitar? Hand built in the United States. It's pretty shitty, right? Spurzle locking tuners, another horrible option. Neck through body, it's pretty bad. Okay, so yeah, the things I'm saying now are obviously not bad. Those are good things about this guitar. The neck is really comfortable to hold. Let's see, more specs. It's kind of like a hip shot bridge. I don't think it's actually a hip shot. I think it's a Carvin, I think they call it, what, FT6 or something like that. Similar to a hip shot. It's basically a hip shot. Individual saddles that you can adjust each string individually. I believe what we have here is a maple through neck. And the two wing pieces are either going to be alder or poplar, depending on which years. The years that I think this is most likely alder. I cannot look at the wood and tell you because I'm not that kind of guy. Yeah, 24 frets. Now, what really individual coil tabs, so you can have single coils for each pickup, volume, tone, three-way switch. So why did I pick up this guitar, right? I used to have one, what, 23 years ago. Not the specific model. I had their sort of Les Paul telly type shape is what I had. It's called the SC90. And I've always thought about getting one. Since then, just never did. A friend of mine just picked one up and I was like, you know, fuck it, I should do it, right? So I got one. I went ahead and got one too. His is badass, by the way. Mine's a basic bitch. His is badass. Back to this guitar and what sucks about it. Oh, no, we're not going to get there yet. Ebony fretboard. And inside the cavity there is shielding tape. So yeah, I got this because I used to have one. Now, the horrible thing about these guitars. This video's gone on pretty long just to run through specs, right? Yeah, the pickups. There you go. The pickups are the horrible part. As you can tell, on the bottom there is one screw for the pickup. On the top there is two. They are also, according to my friend who's bought, I think probably 6 Carvins in his life, the older ones like this, pickups don't actually fit in the cavity. You have to like Dremel down the pickup, maybe route out the pickup route a little bit so you can make it fit. And that's the problem. The pickups are not great. So that's what we're going to get into now. Let's check out the tone. We're running into the rock reverb. Right now we have the Maxon 808 on. It stays spongy, like it doesn't really tighten up very much. Because I really had to tighten up this a lot by using the Maxon 808. Inside my IR software, I rolled the low end shelf, or whatever you call it, up to like 90. Just to shove off a lot of that low end, just to kind of help tighten it up. but it's still spongy, but it's like saturated and still spongy, so it's like... Yeah, and these pickups are noisy. Like, if you saw the recent video on the Dimebucker or the deactivators inside the BC Rich Legacy B, those I could move the guitar around like that and not get a lot of directional noise. This one, you're not hearing it because I had to crank up the noise gate a lot just to make this video useful. So that is really the downfall to these guitars, probably why people don't buy these guitars. The pickups, not the best, hard to replace, and the way they sound, this one, like the high E string, when you're in the mix, it really thins out a lot. So yeah, let's play something from one of the songs from like 20 years ago when I had this. Try to remember some of it. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, so there's something from 20 years ago. Yeah, I don't know any of that old stuff. And just like 20 years ago, there's no definition, there's no tightness. Let's go to the neck pickup. We hadn't even done that. And overall, the tone's not bad out of these pickups. The nut, I believe it's a graphite. I don't think, it's definitely not bone. Yeah. Nickel frets, not stainless steel. Dot inlays. I mean, overall, it's a killer guitar for the price you can get these things at. My buddy's gonna be mad because I said that, because he doesn't want you guys to buy them. That's the other part of the guitar I don't like. The high E string, just the way the EQ is, the notes, they grate on my ears. I don't even want to play the high E string. Now that high E string is really bad. I don't know what to do about that. I wonder if it's a setup issue. Comments down below. Let me know if you think the high E sounds horrible because it's a setup issue. Anyway, here we have it. DC127 Carvin. Found it fairly inexpensive. Dig it. Maybe. That's what I'm gonna say about it. I'm gonna put the pickups in. See what happens to the tone. If the tone is still like it is now, definitely gonna move it along. We'll see. I'll see you guys in the next one.